These 9 oatmeal mistakes are destroying your body without you knowing it. Do you believe your morning bowl of oatmeal is the healthiest choice for your body? You might be mistaken. Every morning, millions of people make common oatmeal mistakes that quietly sabotage their digestion, weight, and even trigger inflammation. In this video, we'll uncover 9 of the most harmful oatmeal habits. Mistake number 5 alone is something 80% of people do without even realizing it. Let's get started and learn how to turn your oatmeal into a truly healthy breakfast. Mistake number 1. Relying on pre-sweetened instant oatmeal packets. Those convenient little packets of instant oatmeal might be the worst possible way to start your day. Yes, they're quick and convenient, but they contain an alarming amount of added sugar that can wreak havoc on your metabolic health. Did you know that a single packet of maple and brown sugar oatmeal contains approximately 12 grams of added sugar? That's equivalent to 3 teaspoons of pure sugar dumped into your breakfast bowl before you've even taken your first bite of the day. This added sugar causes a rapid spike in your blood glucose levels, followed by an inevitable crash, leaving you feeling tired, irritable, and craving more sugary foods throughout the morning. Additionally, the highly processed nature of instant oatmeal results in a significantly higher glycemic index of around 83 compared to steel-cut oats, which have a much more reasonable glycemic index of just 42. This means instant oatmeal is digested more quickly, causing those dramatic blood sugar fluctuations that contribute to insulin resistance over time. The solution? Always choose plain rolled oats or steel-cut oats and add your own natural flavors. This simple switch gives you complete control over what goes into your breakfast, while providing more sustained energy throughout your morning. Mistake number 2. Turning your oatmeal into a sugar bomb. You might be avoiding pre-sweetened oatmeal packets, but you could still be transforming your healthy oatmeal into a veritable sugar bomb by adding excessive amounts of brown sugar, honey, maple syrup, or dried fruits. These may seem like wholesome additions, but they cause the exact same blood sugar problems as processed options. A small box of raisins alone contains around 25 grams of sugar, and when combined with a generous drizzle of brown sugar or maple syrup, you're creating a breakfast that rivals many desserts in terms of sugar content. These high sugar additions contribute to chronic inflammation, mood swings, energy crashes, and intense sugar cravings later in the day. Many people don't realize that their body processes these natural sugars in much the same way as it does table sugar, especially when consumed without the fiber that naturally accompanies whole fruit. Over time, consistently high sugar intake can lead to weight gain, metabolic dysfunction, and increased risk for numerous chronic health conditions. The solution? Use spices like cinnamon, nutmeg, or vanilla extract to add natural sweetness without the sugar spike. Add fresh berries or sliced strawberries for natural sweetness with added fiber and antioxidants. If you absolutely need additional sweetness, use a small teaspoon of raw honey or pure maple syrup rather than tablespoons of the sweet stuff. Your blood sugar levels will thank you throughout the day. Mistake number 3. Using artificial sweeteners or unhealthy additives. Avoiding sugar by turning to artificial sweeteners like aspartame, sucralose, Splenda, or saccharin may seem like a smart move, but research suggests these substitutes might be causing more harm than good. Numerous studies indicate that these chemical sweeteners can disrupt your gut bacteria balance, potentially leading to glucose intolerance and metabolic issues. Even more concerning, they appear to maintain or even strengthen your cravings for sweet foods, leading many people to consume more calories throughout the day than they would have otherwise. And what about those sugar-free coffee creamers you're adding to your oatmeal? Most contain dangerous trans fats, often hidden under the name partially hydrogenated oil, that raise harmful LDL cholesterol while lowering beneficial HDL cholesterol, significantly increasing your risk for heart disease. They also typically contain artificial colors, flavors, and preservatives that your body struggles to process properly. Many creamers marketed as natural still contain corn syrup solids and hydrogenated oils that should be avoided for optimal health. The solution? If you need sweetness, try pure stevia extract or monk fruit, which don't appear to have the same negative effects on gut bacteria or blood sugar. Add a splash of real vanilla extract or unsweetened cocoa powder for rich flavor without artificial ingredients. Use real milk, unsweetened almond milk, or coconut milk instead of processed creamers to create a creamy, satisfying texture without the chemical cocktail of conventional coffee whiteners. Mistake number 4. Neglecting to add protein to your oatmeal. While oatmeal is rich in fiber and complex carbohydrates, it's notably low in protein, a critical macronutrient that most people don't get enough of at breakfast time. A standard bowl of oatmeal typically provides only 5 to 6 grams of protein, which is simply not enough to create a complete meal, especially as we age, and protein becomes increasingly important for maintaining muscle mass. Without adequate protein, you'll experience muscle loss at a faster rate and likely feel hungry and fatigued just a couple of hours after eating your breakfast. Carbohydrates alone, even healthy ones like oats, digest and absorb relatively quickly, leaving you vulnerable to mid-morning energy crashes and cravings. Protein, on the other hand, takes longer to digest, helps balance blood sugar levels, supports muscle maintenance and growth, and triggers satiety hormones that keep you feeling full and satisfied for much longer periods. Emerging research also suggests that consuming protein at breakfast specifically helps regulate appetite hormones throughout the entire day, making it easier to maintain healthy eating patterns until bedtime. The solution? Boost the protein content of your oatmeal by adding a scoop of high-quality protein powder, a serving of Greek yogurt, which provides about 15-20 grams of protein per cup, or even an egg stirred in while cooking, a technique known as custard oats. Aim for 15-20 grams of protein in your breakfast to feel satisfied longer and support your muscle health. You might also consider adding nuts and seeds, which provide smaller amounts of protein along with healthy fats and additional nutrients. Mistake number 5. Forgetting to add healthy fats. Neglecting to include healthy fats in your oatmeal might be sabotaging both the nutritional value of your breakfast and your body's ability to feel satisfied afterward. Without adequate fat, your body struggles to absorb fat-soluble vitamins like A, D, E, and K that are crucial for immune function, bone health, and cellular protection against oxidative damage. Fat is also essential for brain health and hormone production, making it a vital component of any truly balanced meal. The omega-3 fatty acids found in walnuts, flax seeds, and chia seeds support brain function, reduce inflammation, and help maintain heart health. Medium-chain triglycerides from coconut oil or MCT oil can provide quick energy for both the body and brain. Additionally, healthy fats slow down digestion, providing you with sustained energy throughout the morning and preventing the blood sugar spikes and crashes associated with carbohydrate-heavy meals. Many people report feeling genuinely satisfied for hours after adding just a tablespoon of quality fat to their morning oatmeal. The solution? Add a tablespoon of natural nut butter like almond or peanut butter while your oatmeal is still hot so it melts throughout the bowl. Alternatively, sprinkle a mixture of ground flaxseed and chia seeds on top for an omega-3 boost. Walnuts make an excellent topping, with each ounce providing 2.5 grams of alpha-linolenic acid, an omega-3 fatty acid that's been linked to improved cognitive function and reduced inflammation. Even a small drizzle of extra virgin olive oil can add a rich flavor while providing heart-healthy monounsaturated fats that help keep you satisfied until lunchtime. Mistake number 6. Portion size overload. Just because oatmeal is healthy doesn't mean you can eat unlimited amounts without consequences. Many people significantly overestimate appropriate portion sizes for oats, treating them quite differently than they would other carbohydrate-rich foods. The standard serving size is just half a cup of dry oats, which cooks up to approximately 1 cup of prepared oatmeal. Yet it's common to see breakfast bowls filled with double or even triple this amount. Half a cup of dry oats contains approximately 150–170 calories and 27 grams of carbohydrates. If you're using a full cup, you're doubling everything to over 300 calories and more than 50 grams of carbohydrates before adding any toppings whatsoever. For most moderately active adults, this higher amount can represent too large a portion of their daily carbohydrate needs in a single meal. While oats are certainly a healthier source of carbohydrates than processed foods, they still contribute to your overall carbohydrate intake and can impact blood sugar management, especially in larger quantities. The solution? Aim for a half-cup dry measure per serving, about 1 cup cooked. This is typically plenty to feel satisfied, especially after adding in healthy proteins and fats. Be mindful of your hunger and fullness cues, stopping when you feel comfortably satisfied rather than completely full. If you're very active or have higher caloric needs, you can certainly eat more, but be intentional about your portion size rather than mindlessly filling your bowl to the brim. Mistake number 7, not drinking enough water with your oatmeal. Did you know that fiber requires adequate water to function properly in your digestive system? Oatmeal is rich in soluble fiber, specifically beta-glucan, which absorbs water and swells up. Without sufficient fluids, this fiber can actually cause constipation or digestive discomfort, rather than promoting healthy digestion as intended. It's similar to trying to use a dry sponge versus a wet one. The dry sponge, fiber without water, is hard and rigid, while the wet sponge, fiber with adequate water, is soft and pliable, moving smoothly through your digestive tract. Proper hydration also helps the beneficial soluble fiber in oats perform its many other important functions, including binding to cholesterol in your digestive tract, slowing glucose absorption, and feeding beneficial gut bacteria. Research shows that beta-glucan's cholesterol-lowering effects are optimized when it's fully hydrated, allowing it to form a gel-like substance that efficiently binds to bile acids and prevents cholesterol reabsorption. Additionally, staying well hydrated helps prevent the headaches and fatigue that many people mistake for hunger shortly after eating breakfast. The solution? Make sure you're preparing your oatmeal with enough liquid. Aim for a 2.1 ratio of liquid to oats for proper cooking. Additionally, consume a glass of water with your breakfast meal. Herbal tea counts toward your fluid intake as well, or a small glass of juice if you enjoy it. Just be mindful of the sugar content. If you typically rush out the door after breakfast, consider keeping a water bottle with you to sip throughout the morning to support optimal digestion of your fiber-rich meal. Mistake number 8, ignoring oatmeal's interaction with medications. Oatmeal can potentially interfere with the absorption of certain medications when taken simultaneously, a critical issue that many people completely overlook. The fiber in oats, especially oat bran, can bind to or slow the absorption of some medications and nutrients, reducing their effectiveness or altering how they work in your body. This interaction can be particularly problematic for medications that have a narrow therapeutic window or require precise timing for optimal effectiveness. For example, oat bran has been shown to reduce the absorption of cholesterol-lowering medications like statins. The same applies to iron supplements. The phytic acid and fiber in oatmeal may reduce iron absorption by up to 50% if taken together. Thyroid medication, levothyroxine, is another important one to consider. Doctors typically advise taking it first thing in the morning on an empty stomach with water, and for good reason. Foods, especially fiber-rich foods like whole grains, can significantly interfere with thyroid medication absorption, potentially leaving you under-medicated despite taking your prescribed dose. The solution? Take important medications separately from your oatmeal meal. Try to take those pills at least 1 hour before eating oatmeal, or wait at least 2 hours after eating before taking medications, depending on the specific instructions for your prescription. This simple timing adjustment can make a significant difference in how well your medications work. If you're concerned about potential interactions, consult with your healthcare provider or pharmacist about the best timing for your specific medications in relation to your breakfast habits. Mistake number 9. Not preparing or cooking your oats properly for digestibility. If you're eating your oats raw or only lightly cooked, you might be hindering nutrient absorption and causing digestive discomfort without realizing it. Raw and even lightly cooked oats contain phytic acid, a natural compound that can bind to important minerals like zinc, iron, calcium, and magnesium, preventing their absorption in your digestive tract. Phytic acid can also inhibit digestive enzymes, making it harder for your body to break down proteins and starches effectively. The good news is that traditional preparation methods can neutralize much of this phytic acid. Soaking oats overnight in liquid helps break down phytic acid through a process called fermentation, making the nutrients more bioavailable when you eat them. Cooking also reduces phytic acid content and makes oats gentler on your digestive system by breaking down some of the more difficult to digest components. Proper preparation is particularly important if you experience any digestive sensitivity or are concerned about maximizing mineral absorption from your diet. The solution? Make sure to cook your oats thoroughly until they're soft, not crunchy or chewy like raw oats. For overnight oats, the no-cook method, mix oats with an equal amount of liquid and let them sit in the refrigerator overnight to reduce phytic acid naturally. You can eat them cold or quickly heat them up. Some people find that adding a tablespoon of yogurt or kefir to the soaking liquid further enhances phytic acid breakdown through beneficial bacterial action. This traditional preparation method not only improves digestibility, but also creates a creamier, more satisfying texture. Safe consumption method. After learning about these mistakes, you might be wondering how to safely enjoy oatmeal. Here's the perfect approach for making truly nourishing oatmeal that supports your health rather than potentially undermining it. Choose the right type. Select old-fashioned rolled oats or steel-cut oats. These forms retain all their fiber and nutrients intact while offering a lower glycemic impact than instant varieties. Steel-cut oats require longer cooking, but provide an especially satisfying, chewy texture that many people prefer once they try it. Balance your bowl. The ideal oatmeal is a balanced meal in a bowl. Always add protein, Greek yogurt, protein powder, or an egg, and healthy fats, nuts, or seeds to create a nutritionally complete breakfast that will keep you satisfied for hours. This macronutrient balance is the key to stable energy levels throughout the morning. Best add-ins: fresh fruits, warming spices, cinnamon, nutmeg, ginger, nuts and nut butters, seeds, and even a spoonful of unsweetened cocoa powder can transform your oatmeal into a delicious treat without compromising your health. Experiment with different flavor combinations to keep your breakfast interesting and enjoyable. Avoid excessive dried fruits, heavy sweeteners, and processed additives that can spike blood sugar and introduce unwanted chemicals into your otherwise healthy breakfast. If you must use sweeteners, use the minimum effective amount to satisfy your taste buds. Portion and hydration. Maintain moderate portions, about half a cup of dry oats per serving, and drink fluids with your oatmeal to help the fiber work effectively in your digestive system. Proper hydration ensures you'll receive the full digestive benefits of oats without discomfort. Preparation for success. Try overnight oats or use a slow cooker to make preparation easier while improving digestibility. You can also cook a large batch of oatmeal at the beginning of the week and reheat portions each morning with a splash of milk for convenience without compromising quality. By implementing these simple adjustments to your oatmeal routine, you'll transform this humble breakfast from a potential health hazard into the nutritional powerhouse it's meant to be, supporting your energy, digestion, and overall well-being throughout the day and for years to come.